Good afternoon. It's September 15th, 2024. We're critiquing the news, and the article on the screen in front of you from the Sunday Mail is titled Shorten Lashes Unfair Claims. And he is having a go at some of the bureaucrats who were involved with the robo-debt scandal. You'll recall that those bureaucrats broke the law to fit a computer program up that went after people for their earnings averaged over the full year instead of being taken into account on a fortnightly basis in accordance with the Social Security legislation, which has been around for very many years. Now, as a fraud investigator for the Department of Social Security in the 1980s and early 1990s, I was part of a team of bureaucrats who investigated and prosecuted ordinary people who broke the Social Security laws, and they would often go to jail. A former colleague, Clark Class 4, engaged in fraud and also went to jail for breaking the Social Security laws. Now we're hearing a lot about senior bureaucrats, those in the senior executive service, who broke the Social Security laws with that robo-debt scheme on a vastly larger scale than people not declaring their income from their dole, an income from a part-time job when they're on the dole. So former Labor leader Bill Shorten said, quote, "There is no innovation in the public service which should ever warrant or be justified by breaking the law." So when will these members of the senior executive service be prosecuted and go to jail for breaking the law on a seemingly massive scale? If the prosecuting authorities failed to pursue suspected criminals because they held senior public service positions at the time they were committing crimes, then we're no longer a country that respects the rule of law, and there's no imperative for anyone else to follow any other law either. This is the direct path to the sort of societal collapse the shadowy globalist group that most people have heard of, but which our elected reps don't want to talk about, are attempting to engineer. If the prosecuting authorities fail to investigate, prosecute, and jail these allegedly criminal senior bureaucrats, if they're found guilty, then we know with certainty that the Labor and Liberal parties do not work for us and that Australia is run by a crime cartel. If you suspect the Labor and Liberal Uni Party is really part of a globalist crime cartel, the very least you can do is vote them out of our parliaments. If we still can.